Hi, good morning, everybody in the US, and yes, good afternoon to everybody in South Africa and the MEA region, and Indians and the Asians. Good evening, people. So, today we'll be talking about co-op funds. Before that, I would introduce myself. My name is Mehvish Kutsi. I am a Microsoft Alliance Manager working with Aleph Consulting. So, a little bit about Aleph. Aleph is a Microsoft service distributor wherein we kind of have customers across the globe. So, we help partners or MSPs with certified Microsoft resources. Okay, we help them cater projects as well. We have our head office in India, and we have our sister companies in the UAE and US both. So when we are talking about co-op, guys, I know co-op, when we talk, it sounds a little lucrative to the partners. Because co-op, as it is, when you talk about that, it is money, right? And when, when we are talking about money, money is something that people are, fascinates us. So when we are getting money for the business that we are doing, we are getting money from Microsoft, and Microsoft is paying us to upskill the partners. Okay, then we all would want that. And how are we going to claim these co-ops? Okay, where can we utilize these co-ops is a question. What is the actual difference between co-op and rebates? Okay, what period can you earn co-ops, and when can you use your co-ops, and when will your co-ops be reimbursed? Okay, so all these questions, I am working with a lot of partners. We have the alliance queries also with them, but these queries are kind of, on a regular basis that I get. So yeah, so today we'll be talking about that. I just wanted to give you all a heads up about the previous webinar that we had. We had a webinar about Microsoft incentives. So just because I will just talk about incentives in a nutshell, because POP and incentives is related. Okay. So in the previous webinar, what happened is we talked and we covered MCI engagements. Okay. And what incentives are. So when we are talking about incentives, guys, from November 2022, Microsoft has kind of submerged all its incentives into the MCI engagements. From these MCI engagements, only the different types of activities that you're going to perform, you will be getting incentives for those activities. Okay. Again, these activities are again bifurcated into three types. Okay. And the incentives is bifurcated into two types. So, what are the three types of activities are there that you will be getting the incentives for? So, one is the transact based activities. These are the incentives that you'll be getting when you sell licenses or probably make a sale. Okay, so these are the incentives that you get there. We'll also be seeing in the further slides that how are the different types of services or technologies that Microsoft has. Microsoft has bifurcated its incentive percentage for each technology. Okay, and for each type of partner. If you're a tier one partner, there is different percent of incentives that you'll be getting. If you're a tier two partner or a reseller, then there is a different type of incentive percent that you'll be getting. Okay, so again, it is based on the type of partner, and then it is based on again, the technology of Microsoft, and then third, the region that you're serving. Okay, what region in the globe that you're serving? Is it the Asian region? Is it the European region or the American region? Okay, so one is a transact type of incentive. Second incentive is the usage type of incentive when you're kind of upscaling your partners, or you're increasing the usage growth. That is when you're kind of upselling. Okay, that is when you'll be getting the usage incentives. The third type of incentives is again um, the activity based incentives. Now, what are these incentives? These incentives are basically, it does not depend on if you're either closing a particular deal or not. It totally depends on if the activities that Microsoft has assigned you to do, have you performed these activities clearly. Okay, now guys, if you go into your partner center, please log into your partner center, check your partner centers, kind of what all is happening in your partner center, play across with it. There are so many materials there. There is a learn symbol for all the panels that you have, and it becomes very easy to navigate there. Okay, so the third type of incentive, again, if you're having a customer base. Okay, the customers are for Azure. Okay, certain customers of yours are for M365. Then Microsoft navigates these type of customers. Okay, and then they understand that this customer is a potential customer whom you all can pitch security also, like probably you all can pitch threat protection or something. So these type of customers, Microsoft will show as your eligible customers into your MCI engagements. Okay, and when there is activity sort of incentives, then there Microsoft will tell you that these customers of yours are eligible for these security activities. Okay, then there is a set of activities that you have. It can be a cyber security or assessment or something, for security that you have to do for, probably three customers or something. Then Microsoft will take the approval of those three customers. Then you have to give the approval and you conduct the entire activity with these customers. Microsoft is not going to ask you if you've closed the deal or not. Probably it is a potential partner for you, customer for you, and this customer is there within your pipeline. But there are chances that you may close the deal. There are chances that you may lose a deal. Okay, but you all had put your efforts in probably conducting the entire set of activity for your partner or for your customer, right? So you have to submit the POEs of the activities that you've conducted. Okay, and if your POEs is approved, then Microsoft will be giving you incentives. Now, again, this is all about incentives. Now, how will these incentives, you know, how will these incentives be bifurcated? Okay. Then incentives are bifurcated into a percent. Okay. Now, incentive is 100% incentive that you're getting. This incentive is bifurcated into 40% and then 60%. Okay. 60% of incentives that you're getting, this will be your rebates. Okay. And 40% of your incentives that you'll be getting, this will be your co-op funds. Okay. So whatever 60% incentives that you're getting rebates, the rebates will be given to you, pretty early in the coming month only of your billing cycle. The rebates will be given to you, and the co-op funds will be getting accumulated into your co-op tool. Okay, your co-op amount, and they will be getting accumulated over a period of 6 months. So there is a PPT that I would like to share also, so that it becomes a little easier for us to track. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm just pulling it up. So again, what we do is a little bit about ourselves. We also have an internal alliance team. Okay, we have the alliance experts, and these alliance people. What we do is we take free assessments with our customers. We have a lot of partners, Microsoft partners that we are dealing with. We are giving them alliances as value add. So if a customer is taking like resources from us, then probably the alliance services that we have, the alliance consulting, will be a value add to the customers, and we're not charging for the alliances. So yeah, so again, if you feel that there is something, the requirement that you have in terms of alliances, then please reach out to us. We have Rukaya on the call, we have Shivani. You can post your queries in the chat board. You can like in the chat, you can let me know what queries you have. If we have some time left, we'll surely discuss these queries by the end of the call. Okay, if not, then we'll make sure whatever queries we've got related to co-op, we will be sending an email, okay, to all the people, okay, to all the attendees and the ones with queries. And if you are interested, we can book an assessment with you people, okay, and we will be giving you a health review of your partner center, like where are you standing in terms of your relationship with Microsoft, and how can you improve your relationship. Now, many partners, what has happened is Microsoft has put an end to its legacy partnership. I don't know how many partners we have who might be, kind of, they might be echoing with me on this one. But Microsoft has ended a legacy partnership from January this year, and they have totally switched into solutions of partner designations. So what is happening? There are many silver partners, there are many gold partners. With the partnership, you get the Microsoft logo. With the partnership, you get product benefits. With partnerships, you get incentives. But the partners are losing out on all these things. So how can you turn yourself into a solution partner, and how can you avail these benefits? This is what we also deal with, and we kind of show you. So again, when we are talking about, yeah, when we are talking about co-op, guys, so there are two. Let's get this very straight, okay, and let's not get into a lot of writings and heavy content. So when we are talking about co-op, as I said, 60% of your incentives will be rebates and 40% will be co-op. Now, this 40% of co-op that you're getting, this co-op amount you will be seeing into your co-op earnings, all right, into your earnings section, into your, you can also see it into your MCI engagements, and you will be seeing your co-op amount, how much co-op amount of yours is getting accumulated over a period of 6 months. Now, what is the difference between rebates and what is the difference between co-op? Okay, rebates, you're getting it directly. You are not accountable for your rebates, like where are you spending your rebate money or anything. Okay, you can spend it wherever you feel like. But co-op is something, these are not the actual funds, or the money that is being given to you. Okay, this money is getting accumulated. It is a virtual money, like virtual machines. This is a virtual money that you have within your partner center. It is getting accumulated. You have to perform an activity. You have to give the proof of execution of these activities to Microsoft, and then you have to claim those funds. Okay, so that is co-op. So if Microsoft is approving all your claims, that is when the money is going to be disbursed into your accounts, whatever your account is linked with your partner center. All right, so this 60% when we are talking about, yeah, so this 60% when we are talking about, that is the co-op. Okay, so now when can you, so again, when we have a partner center, okay, one partner is having one MPN ID. Okay, ideally, if a partner has multiple locations, there will be different MPN IDs for different locations. Okay, now one partner ID will be having one co-op amount. Okay, now again, if there are different types of different partner IDs which is linked to one partner center of yours, and you are eligible for co-op for 2 or 3 partner IDs, then make sure that you're claiming your co-op for each partner ID separately. Okay, that is where most of the partners kind of, they kind of miss out on co-op. Now, when we are talking about MCI engagements, okay, if we have, I would just want to tell you the incentive structure for the MCI engagement. So for Azure CSP motion incentives, okay, there are different types of activities that you have under Azure. So there are different rates also that you have under Azure. So an Azure, a typical Azure CSP motion, the incentives lie anywhere between 4% to 15%. So when I'm talking Azure consumption CSP revenue, okay, CSP motion, that is 4% you will be getting as the incentives. Now, guys, understand this 4% is the total amount of sale or that you've made, right? Out of that total amount of sale that you've made, you will be eligible, okay, for Azure consumption, the total amount of sale that you've made, you will be eligible for only 4% of incentives. Okay, now this 4% is the 4% of the total sale that you've made. Suppose you've made a sale of like $10,000, so you would be getting the incentives accordingly, that is $400. Okay, so again, this $400 would be bifurcated into 60 and 40, wherein whatever is the 60% of 400, that will be getting, you'll be getting as rebates, and then the 40% will be going as swap. Okay, just give me 1 minute. I'm just pulling up my screen. Okay, I hope this is clear, right? So I just explained who we are. We are presently in, like 3 locations. We've done all these migrations. We are serving 10 plus countries. We are working with more than, 100 Microsoft partners. So I was probably on this particular screen, guys. Yeah, sure. So when you go into the MAIC, what is the purpose of incentives? First, again, you should be enrolled into the MAI CPP program. Okay, that is Microsoft AI Cloud Partner Program. And then when you have your partner centers, log in into your partner centers, and then you might be having 6 or 7 different types of workspaces. There you have a workspace called incentives, and under incentives you have a workspace called MCI. Okay, and then you have a different tab for a different space for co-op as well. So incentives is the workspace where you will be dealing with each and everything that is related to MCI engagements, and that is related to co-op funds. All right, so when I'm talking about this, you might be seeing this. So when we're talking about Azure CSP motion, the Azure consumption CSP motion, whatever the sale you've made, you'll be getting 4% of incentive. Okay, for some you have 10%, for some you have 7, 3, and 15. So this is the type of incentive that is based on the technology one, and then it is based on the type of workload. So Azure in itself has different types of workloads. So whatever workload you are doing, if it is Azure AI Accelerator CSP, then you will be getting 7% of incentives. Okay, and then this 7% would be converted into 60% of rebate and 40% of co-op. Okay, similarly for M365 also, it shows the incentive structure. Okay, what are the different types of M365 workloads, and what are the type of percent of incentives that you'll be getting. Okay, for Dynamics also, like whatever activities are there around the business applications. Okay, see here again, when we check for Dynamics, when we check for M365, you might be seeing the incentives are divided for under workloads, but they're also divided under the type of partner that you are. Okay, if you are a tier 1 partner, then you will be getting 5%, but if you're a tier 2 partner and if you're doing M365 and Copilot, then you'll be getting 7%. Okay, so sometimes tier 1 partners get a little more incentive. Sometimes for some workloads, the tier 2 partners, they have an upper hand and they get a little more. So again, what is this now? The incentive split. Okay. Now, how is the incentive split? The incentive is again split into 60% and 40%. When we are talking about the rebates are paid monthly, okay, and you would be getting the rebates every month, whatever is your the consecutive month you've earned the rebate in the previous month, the consecutive month you'll be getting a rebate. When we are talking about co-op funds, okay, again, as I said, whatever, see, when we are talking about co-op, you just have to think that when the co-op is there, we are thinking about one semester, okay, we are thinking about 6 months, not 1 month or 2 months. It's a 6 month activity altogether. And if you're talking about the entire COP, the activity ranges from 13 to 14 months. Okay. So the entire COP earning, claiming, usage, this is going to take like 12 to 13 to 14 months altogether, or 15 months altogether. Okay. So what is happening is in one, now you know that Microsoft has two semesters. Okay. When we are talking about the H1 semester, that is July to December, and the H2 semester is January to June. Okay. So suppose we are in the H2 semester, that is Jan semester, probably this one, and I have made some more sales. I have performed a lot of activities. I have done the MCI engagements and I have got incentives. Okay. Out of which my incentives, like 40% of my claim co-op is getting accumulated in my co-op amount. Okay. Now these co-ops, this will be getting accumulated, like piling up and getting stacked for a period of how many months? For a period of 6 months. Okay. Till 6 months, I have nothing to do but just to wait and watch how much is the co-op that is getting accumulated. Now again, this period is called as the earnings period. Okay. Then it comes to usage period. Now what is the usage period? Usage period is the period where you kind of use these co-op funds. Okay. Now you have accumulated your co-op funds. Now you want to use it in the next period. That is the H1 period, I'll say. Like, now again, there is one more very critical thing here. Okay. Um, Again, Microsoft has set a bar for for you to claim the co-ops. If there is a threshold of $10,000, if your co-op is more than $10,000 or $10,000, that is only when you will be getting co-op and you can use it. Okay. If your co-op does not surpass the $10,000 amount, then this co-op will be getting converted into rebate, and the rebate again, it will be paid to you in the coming month. Okay. So you have to have more than $10,000 in your co-op amount. That is when you'll be able to use it. Okay. So the usage period, again, it is the implementation period. Okay. That is the remaining 6 months. That is like 1 year. Okay. Half year, your co-ops are getting accumulated. The next half year, you are performing certain activities to use your co-ops. Again, the activities that you're performing, these will be the activities that you'll be performing with the help of your third party vendors. Okay. Now suppose you're performing a marketing activity, like you're doing some billboards or something, or you're giving your advertisement in TVs or something, then these activities will be performed with a third party vendor. Okay. These third party vendor, what you'll have to do is, or probably you're conducting a seminar, okay, wherein you're calling all your customers, and you're just showing them what you're arranging a boot camp or something for your customers. So these activities, you should have to pay for your activities right now. Okay. Because these activities have not yet been claimed. What you can do is you can either take a credit from people and you can tell them that we'll be giving you your money after like 6 months or 2 months, whatever, when Microsoft gives you, or it does not work that way, because you'll have to pay them, and that is when you'll have to wait for 6 months, or when your execution is over, you'll have to submit your proof of executions. Okay. You have to submit your POEs. You have to check if Microsoft is approving all those POEs, and that is when you understand that the co-op is going to be given to you. Okay. And that is when, if all your POEs are approved, all your claims are approved, that is when your co-op amount will be deposited in your accounts. Okay. So it might be possible that you've performed like 20 activities, and out of which only 15 activities got approved and you got the claim only for 15. Okay. So that is also possible. Now again, there is the claiming period after the usage period, and then again you have the earning period. That means all your claims have been approved and the funds is going to be disbursed to your accounts by Microsoft. Again, a very important thing here. The guys who are a little familiar with Microsoft Partner Center, they know that Azure has audits, right? The different types of the audit that Microsoft has or Azure workloads has, these audits is Microsoft is giving these audit to a third party, company which kind of holds the audit. So likewise, the company that is claiming or is going to help Microsoft to check if the claims are proper or not, if the POS, so that is also Microsoft is not doing by itself. It is officially given to a third party company that kind of approve your claims. Okay. And then how can you plan for your co-op? Okay, now you understood that the co-op amount that you have, that is deposited into, that is accumulated into your co-op amount, is more than 10,000 and you want to make use of these co-ops. Okay, again, then you have the next semester, that is when you're going to actually make use of it. Okay, what are the things that you have to keep in mind? Okay, first you have to track your earnings. Like, is it more than 10,000? If yes, then you have to plan the activities properly. There is a Microsoft Co-op guide, which whoever is attending the webinar, I will ask my marketing team to send it across. In the Co-op guide, you have everything. Like, it's a huge guide, actually, like close to 70, 80 pages. So there you will kind of understand that what actually co-op is and how the activities of co-ops are bifurcated or segregated. Okay, in these activities, again, there are three types of activities which we'll be looking further also. What are the three types of activities that Microsoft actually is, you can claim for your co-op funds? So these three type of activities, all the activities are mentioned in the co-op funds, okay, the co-op guidebook. And there, when you have your co-op, you make sure that what type of activity do you want to perform, okay? And the type of activity that you're aiming to perform, is this activity getting covered under the co-op? Because many partners, what happens is, they kind of perform the activities thinking that this can be claimed by Microsoft, but sometimes it does not. So Microsoft has already given a pre-defined skeleton, a structure of activities, what will be covered. Okay, so have a look at those activities, study them thoroughly, plan your co-op accordingly, your activity accordingly, and get your POEs also, have your POEs handy, and then create a claim and then submit a claim, and then you will be able to get your co-op. Okay, so maximize your co-op. Again, in the 6 months period, if you're towards the end of your usage period, if you're not using your co-op funds and you're not performing any activity, then all these funds of yours will be fortified. Okay, you will not be able to access any funds. um, I would rather say that not using your claims is far worse than having less than $10,000, because even if you have less than $10,000 in your co-op, actually they're getting into rebates and are getting the money. But if you have more than 10,000, or if you have even 10,000, you're not making use of it, then you're not even getting rebates, okay, and you're not even performing the activities, and you're not even getting the funds, okay, that you perform for the activity. So make use of it. Again, a very important point to remember is there is no pre-approval required for the activities that you're wanting to perform. Okay, you have the co-op guidebook, you have the activities that is there under you. Have a look at the guidebook, see the activities that are getting covered. You do not have to mail Microsoft, or you do not have to ask them that I want to perform this activity. Should I be doing this or not? No, just go ahead, just get the activity done. If you're sure this is getting claimed, this is an eligible activity under the claims, get it done. So there is no pre-approval required. You do the activity, get the POEs, and then get it claimed. Okay. So now, what is the execution timeline? Okay. So as I said, there is the earning period where you meet the eligible requirements, you sell the qualifying products, you get the co-ops accumulated. Okay. What is the usage period wherein the co-ops are based on the earning sales? Okay. You conduct the eligible activities. Okay. So what is the claiming period deadline? Okay. Submit reimbursement claims by August 15. Okay. So now here we are considering August 15. That means if you've done it by, if this is, if your usage period is um, H1, H2 is your usage period, okay, that is January to June. Okay, then July and August you're getting, that means you're getting 45 days to submit your claims. Okay, that is a deadline for your uh, claiming period. Okay, so under 45 days, if your activity, that is the semester, is going to end by June, so July's entire month and then 15 days of August, that is 45 days you're getting to submit your claims. Okay, so that is the claiming period deadlines. That means within 45 days you should be submitting all your POEs. Okay, and then once your POEs have been submitted, again for the remaining 45 days, what you'll be doing is you will check if your POEs are approved. Okay, that is the approval period. That means Microsoft is going to take 45 days to approve your POEs. Okay, now many times what happens is during these 45 days, that is the claiming period, when you're having a to and fro conversation with the Microsoft's third party, whatever, whomever Microsoft is given to, uh, the claiming the incentives person, if you're having a conversation with them, many times what happens, because I am working with a customer whom we are performing co-op for and the activities for, many times what happens is we have done the activities, we give the POEs, but sometimes the POEs are not approved and we get the notice from mails from the Microsoft people that you have to rectify this particular POE or something additional is needed. Okay, so if something additional is needed, make sure that you're giving the required POEs again, you're rectifying it and you're giving it, and again you're reclaiming. Okay, and you're again reclaiming those activities. Now, again, when we are talking about types of eligible co-op activities, this is very important. So there are three types of activities that co-op covers. Okay, one is the partner skilling. Now, partner skilling, when we are talking about, so you are Microsoft partners, right? So, Microsoft partners, Microsoft is saying that you can use the co-op funds to skill your internal teams, be it sales teams or be it technical team. You can kind of upskill your people internally for the Microsoft related products only. And then whatever cost you're spending on their training and their upskilling, those amount will be claimed by co-op. Okay, so here you can consider the Microsoft examinations also that you have, that is MS 900, AC 900, SC10, SC 400. The examination certificates, if you have some internal people, they want to give the exams, you can give the vouchers to those people, and then you can get the examinations performed. And these funds will be again claimable. These will be claimed by the co-op funds. Okay. Again, if you want to take trainings for sales specific training, or you want to take technical trainings wherein you want to train your internal staff, or on Sentinel, a Microsoft Sentinel, then you're hiring a trainer from outside, and then wherever the trainer is staying, the accommodation of this trainer and the fees of the trainer and everything will be claimed by co-op. Even if you're taking virtual trainings for your internal staff, then this virtual training also, the expenses of the trainer and the virtual trainings will also be covered. So there are a lot of vendors also, like there are a lot of Microsoft like companies who are like they have certified resources for Microsoft, and these companies give trainings also. So at Aleph also we have a lot of certified resources, as we said. So we also, what we do, we conduct trainings. Okay, we conduct trainings for the partners and we help them get pop also, and whatever our share is there or whatever our fees is for the trainings, it will be kind of reimbursed by pop. Okay, so what are the activities that will be qualified? The internal trainings or flow days. And let me tell you, there are a lot of activities. Microsoft kind of, it is asking the partners to create an excitement within the attendees also, or within the employees to attend the trainings, because these people, when are they going to attend the trainings? That is when there are some giveaways. Okay, so there is a list of giveaways also that Microsoft has. Okay, so you can give them goodies also to the one who's attending the training, and the cost of these goodies also will be given by Microsoft. Okay, so you can actually claim your amount to this extent, guys. You can have your goodies given to your people, and then you can claim the cost for goodies also. So you have Microsoft AI Cloud Partner participation fee. Then you have Microsoft exams and tuitions, Microsoft hosted conferences. Again, when we are talking about conferences, when you're having conferences also, if you're hiring a mic, or if you're hiring certain electronics, you or a space or an infrastructure, then you can claim for that also, for that for the electronics cost and for the infrastructure cost also. Whatever the rent was, the Microsoft will reimburse the rent also. Then you have the on demand training, then you have product seeding and demo units. Okay, so I hope this is clear under partner skilling. So the second is demand generation. Now, what is demand generation? Demand generation is marketing and promotion of Microsoft offerings. Okay, so what are you doing? You're doing digital campaigns, you're doing digital advertising, okay, you're doing social media marketing, you're doing SEOs. So whatever it is, whatever you are doing for the partner is doing for himself, okay, the marketing or the brand awareness for the partner, that all things will be claimable under the co-op funds. Okay. Now again, what you have to do is you cannot run an advertisement saying that we are a company wherein we are giving you discount on a lot of products or something, and we have a lot of skilled resources. You can do that, but there should be something within the advertisement where you're promoting the Microsoft offerings. So you can run an ad which is saying that we are having Azure, we are giving you a free cybersecurity, assessment on Sentinel or something, and we are giving you a free assessment on Copilot or something. So if you're having something, some offerings which kind of revolves around Microsoft products, and the advertisement is your company's advertisement, but it kind of fosters that this particular company is doing something related to Microsoft, and you're showcasing yourself as a Microsoft partner, that is only when Microsoft is going to claim those activities. So make sure when you have the SEO is something that probably you can do for your company. So if you're having this printing done when you're doing social media marketing or digital advertising, email blasting, make sure that you have some offerings related to Microsoft. Okay, because they literally ask you for screenshots, they ask you for invoices, they ask you for CSRs. So we should have the POEs and we should have it very straight, and in bold that we are doing something related to Microsoft only. Okay. The third type of activity is market development. So when we are talking about market development, this is very interesting because we've done a lot of these activities in the past. We were working directly with Microsoft in the Middle East and African region. So what we did is we were helping the gold partners to create workshops or to give workshops and boot camps and webinars to their customers. So what happens is these gold partners, they do have business, right? And they have their internal customer base. So these customers are actually their customers who are probably their M365 customers or managed service customers, and you are pitching them again Azure migration. Okay, so these set of customers will create an activity for them. There will be webinars for them wherein our pre-sales people, they took webinars, and when we took the webinars, we had a lot of attendees who kind of inquired that what is your Azure prices, or how can we kind of do this. Then our expertise, the level 3 engineers that we had, we took a one-to-one pre-sales with these potential customers. So we took a webinar, we took the pre-sales with one-to-one pre-sales with the customers, and then when we also requested Microsoft to give us to kind of cover our migrations, like if it is like not a lot, but if it is a 5 user or 10 user migration it is, then only for 10 users we asked Microsoft to help us reimburse the funds for them, because we were wanting to kind of get it under the core funds for the partners. So we kind of explained to them, we did a migration for 5 users, 10 users, and we showed them how it actually looks like, how is this cost effective, and what are the perks that you're getting with AVD. So we showed them that. The second activity that we did was for Microsoft backup and disaster recovery. So we took like $100 coupon we had taken from Microsoft, wherein we gave the $100 coupon to the potential customers, and we helped them back their information, or whatever this thing they had, and then the backup voucher that we had and the disaster recovery voucher that we had, we got the partners reimburse those vouchers. So these are the activities that we had done with many of our customers. So this is a very interesting activity, because this activity is going to help the partner more than Microsoft. Of course, Microsoft is going to be benefited, but the partner sales is going to boost a lot with these activities. So whatever, see, this can be considered as a pre-sales activity. This can be considered as an accelerator to your sales activities. Okay, so again, you have customer seminars and boot camps, you have customer offers, then you have internal incentives. Okay, you have migration services. There was one company, again I would not take the name, but this company is giving free migration. So whatever migration, again they are not giving everything for free, but there is a certain limit of users that they'll help you with. But all these migrations will be covered under co-op. Okay, And then you have the proof of concept, you have on-site campaigns also, you have solution building, you have telemarketing. So this is the market development type of activities wherein you are creating like most of boot camps or seminars, webinars, and literating your customers. Or if not even your customers, you can have some external leads. You can have a telecalling team, who's dialing for you, who's getting leads for you, and then you're performing this activity on your fresh customers also, not only your existing ones. Okay. Now Now, what is a co-op activity and the best practice? Okay, so you're going to review your co-op guide. Okay, and then you will see the activity sheets. So, as I said, under your co-op guide, you will be having a lot of activity sheets of yours, and these activities, the activities that I mentioned here, this is very basic that I've taken from the co-op sheet, but you have a lot. Like one activity has like 4 to 5 pages wherein every detail of that particular activity is mentioned, and what activity it is. Here also what I showed you, there are not all the activities are included in the presentation. Microsoft covers much more activities than these. So whatever activities you have, guys, you can have a look at those activities. What is this type of activity? Which genre of activities it falling under? What And then there are different types of POEs for different types of activity. If you're performing one activity, then make sure, will you be able to kind of gather all the POEs for that particular activity. If you feel that is something difficult for you, then switch on to something that is easier. Okay. So again, how are you going to execute and what will be the best practice? Again, go have a look at your POP guidebook, check the activity sheets, and you're going to promote Microsoft content only. You have to use the correct Microsoft logo. So in every activity that you're doing, okay, and everything that you have, like even if it is there are screenshots of trainings, or if there are screenshots of some product that you're pitching, okay, to your if there is a seminar or a boot camp, you have to make sure that you have the correct Microsoft logo, because Microsoft is very strict about, all the content or everything that is promoted just revolves around Microsoft technologies. You have to include your company details on your content. Ensure the dates are visible on the screenshots and event photos. Yeah, make URLs visible on the screenshot. So these 5 6 things are very important that you have to take care of, because these things will be very important when you're submitting the claims. So in the approval of your claims in that particular run, these are the things that are going to help you. Okay. So again, as I said, we work with a lot of partners, and we help the partners to claim the co-op. So what we are doing is, what a lift does is, if you have co-ops, okay, in your funds, you have the co-op funds, and you want to make use of it. I know resources are very expensive in the US. So what we do is, we carve out a plan for our partners. We will be your extended, Microsoft Alliance team, wherein we are helping you to carve a plan out of, suppose you have $12,000 in your go. So we'll help you according to your specific needs. If your kind of company is lagging in marketing, you require a little help with the marketing, then we'll help. We advise you that you should be using these particular activities within the co-op, and this is the matter that you should be using, this is the content that we'll be creating. So everything, carving out a proper plan for you, checking what activities will be best suited for you. Okay. We also perform those activities, except the marketing activities. We do everything that comes under partner skilling, and we do everything that comes under the market development. So you want to give technical trainings and webinars to your internal team, you have to your customers, you have to create an assessment for your customers. It is like technical readiness assessment, it is cyber security assessment, or it is some other assessment that you want to do with your customers or your leads. Aleph helps you to do everything, wherein one of our level 3 engineer and consultants will be aligned on this particular activity. That means you'll be having the alliance team, you will be having the marketing team who will be giving you the content and preparing you for the webinar and the landing pages, and you will be having the technical team, that is the level 3s you'll be having, and you'll be having the consultants who will be taking care of the trainings and everything. So we do all of this. We will give you genuine invoices, okay, and you can pass this invoice to Microsoft, and whatever things you need, okay, approvals or POAs you need from Microsoft, we'll make sure that we are giving all those invoices and CSRs to you, and we are taking the proper screenshot. So we'll be executing everything to you that is required in terms of co-op, and then we'll help you claim your co-op. So this is one of the offerings that we have, and whatever is the chargeable amount, that is different for different people. different partners depending on the co-op amount you have. Okay, because if you have less amount, there will be less number of activities that will be conducted. If there are more, the activities will be more. Okay, and then it also depends on the like the amount of man efforts that we are putting, man hours that we are putting, the alliance team and the technical team. So guys, if you have co-ops, okay, if you have less co-ops, then you can take an assessment from us where you feel that how can you boost your sales, and probably how can you if you have eligible NCI programs also but you have not executed them yet, so we kind of help you in doing that also. So you can take an assessment from us and probably we can work together and we can help you get your co-op. And if you already have the co-op funds, we can help you to claim those co-ops and perform all the activities. Okay. So how are you going to create a co-op claim? Again, you have to create the co-op claims from the MCIs. Okay. You go into the earnings incentives workspace, and then you create the co-op claim from there, and then you're going to submit your claim within 45 days of your activity completion. Okay. No POE upload needed for low dollar claims. Okay. Now, you'll have to check the Microsoft Co-op guidebook, like what claims are low dollar claims. Probably there will be a 200 or $500 activity, which comes under the low dollar claim activity, and then you will not need POE for this. You just have to say Microsoft. There will be certain screenshots or something that you give to Microsoft, and you say we've performed this particular activity, and you'll be getting the claims for that activity. Okay. And but you also have to keep your original POE for 24 months, because Microsoft may request for the POE anytime. Okay, so make sure if you're not even submitting the POE for low dollar claims, you at least keep your POEs and you at least keep your invoices and CSRs with you, so that in case Microsoft asks you, then you can kind of give it and you have it handy. Okay, check for the available co-op dollars in your partner center. How are you going to do that? Again, you're going to the incentives workspace, you're going to go into the co-op management, you're going to go into the program view, and you're going to check in the MCI. Okay, you're going to select an option because there are four different options there. You have the global strategic partner option and different types of 2 3 options there, 3 4 options there. You're going to select the MCI, and then you will check that how many co-op dollars do you have available in your partner center. Okay, again, I urge you to check for your respective location IDs or MTN IDs if you have multiple IDs. Okay. Uh, yeah, so I will not be showing you all of this because it becomes a lot of technical stuff and in detail. So if you want to check how many claims you have and how you can utilize these claims and everything, then I assist you to take an assessment with us, and then we'll help you check it out. How are you going to create a claim? Again, you're going to the incentives, you've performed all your activities, you're going to co-op management, and then from there you directly create a claim. While you're creating a claim, there will be different things that you'll be checking. It will ask you, there are 4 to 5 things again that Microsoft is going to ask you. It is going to ask you to upload an invoice. If not, then it is going to ask you to upload a CSR, and then it will ask you to upload certain, POE, certain screenshots. It will ask you the date of that particular activity. So when you're creating a claim, there will be a different set of questions, like 5 to 7 set of questions that you have to answer, and different documents and attachments of POEs that you'll have to submit. That is when you'll be creating a claim. Yeah. So see, you have the type of activity, you have the start and end date, you're creating the claim, you have to name the claim. For no POA activities, you have to directly submit. Okay. If the activity is a high dollar activity and there is POA required, then you will have to upload the documents here. Okay. If it is a low dollar activity, then you just create the claim and you just click on submit, and that will be done. If again, you'll have to submit the uploading, you have to upload the POAs, you have to select the claim. Okay, whatever claim, what the POEs are for that particular claim, you have to upload the invoice, or you have to upload the certification statement and report, that is the CSR, and you have to complete the CSR that they have, the questions for the CSR. If you have any comments for the auditor, and then you can either submit the claim, delete the claim, or save the claim. Okay. Yeah, ensure that your claims are approved. This is very important again. So now you are done with completion of all your activities within the 6 months. Again, after 6 months, as I told you, 45 days, you will be having that wherein you're submitting your POEs. Okay. under 45 days, if you see that some of your POEs are rejected or probably a little more information is required on that particular POE, then you can check for those, and or attachments or invoices, you can check for this, and you have to close your flagged claims within 45 days. You have to provide clarification or additional POEs if required. You have to resubmit your updated claims. Okay, this is again very important. So you just upload the invoices and everything, and you think that the claim is submitted, then make sure that you resubmit it again. Because if you do not do that, then again your claim will be a false claim, and it will not go to Microsoft only, and there will be no approval of those claims. Okay, so the unresolved claims become non-compliant and they are unpaid. If you're not able to if you're not able to rectify your POEs or anything that Microsoft has requested you for, then again these claims become unresolved claims. They are non-compliant claims, and these claims will be unpaid. Okay, irrespective of you performing the activity, you've performed it but you're not able to give the proper POEs, they'll be unpaid, and you'll end up paying money to those third party vendors from your pocket because they are not approved by Microsoft. Okay, forfeit unsuccessful claims and unused funds under 45 days. Okay, now, what is the payment process? How will Microsoft give you the payment? Very important, very interesting. The rebates and the co-op payments have separate cycles, as we mentioned earlier. The rebates are paid 45 days after the earning month. Okay, that is October earning paid on December 15th. So that is 1 month later. So if you have co-op claims approved by 15th, okay, 15th of that particular month. Okay, see, co-op claim approved by 15th of October. Suppose I'm done with my semester, and probably the next month I have to submit my claims. Okay, if I have my co-op claims approved by 15th of that particular running month, then my co-op will be paid to me in the same month. Okay, in that month itself. But if you are not able to approve your co-op claim within 15 and it is exceeding that particular date, then your co-op will be paid in November. Okay, that means the succeeding month that is coming. So Microsoft is very particular and punctual with paying its co-op to partners. So you have the co-op, you do the activities, and you submit you claim your co-ops and you submit your POEs properly. And see, if you're submitting it by 15th, you'll be getting it within that month only. So that is how particular it is. Now, what activities should you start claiming your co-op with right away? Okay, so your MEI CPP membership annual fee, again very important. Microsoft trainings and certifications and exam costs. Okay, in person and virtual trainings, digital marketing. Um, there is one more thing there are two more things which I would like to add here. Now you see that when there are partner benefit packages that you have, so these partner benefit packages also comes with a cost. So if you want to take partner benefit packages, if you want those benefits under those packages, if you have co-op, if you want additional product licenses, which you're getting in those partner benefit packages, then you can buy those with your co-op. If you are eligible for, suppose any one of the 6 solution areas, you have to pay the $4,000 to Microsoft, or you want to renew your, solution designation with Microsoft after your anniversary date, then you can pay that $4,000 or the designation fees with your co-ops. Okay, now Microsoft just had Ignite in November, so any Microsoft events that are there, I think the Ignite fees was $2,500 something. So if it is Ignite, if it is any Microsoft or 20,000, I am not aware. So whatever the Microsoft events, the ticket fees is, then you can claim these ticket fees also through your co-op funds. Okay, so that is where you can use your co-ops. So that was it. Again, if you feel that you have questions, then I urge you to post your questions in the chats. If you're there available for next 10 minutes, we can read out the questions. If I feel we are not running short of time, then probably I'll answer those. If not, then we'll be noting all your questions and we'll be mailing the answers to your questions, and we'll request you for a call, like one-to-one call, wherein we would be literating you on those questions, and we would be kind of helping you on the other queries that you have. So all the participants of the webinar that we have today, you would be getting a complimentary 60 minutes alliance call from us. Okay, so if you feel you want to make use of it, do let us know. We'll be mailing you. We'll be also asking you for your availability. If you feel that you want the 60-minute call wherein we can talk about copper, we can talk about anything else. We can talk about solutions designation, switching from legacy partners to solution designation. You want to talk about an infrastructure audit, or you want to talk about your listing referrals, or your listing offers under Microsoft App Source or something marketplace. We can talk about any topic that comes within the partner center. Again, thank you so much for your time. And we also have a community, guys. The community is called Microsoft Partners Accelerator Community. It is a community which is brought by Alif. We have this community on LinkedIn. I know it becomes very difficult to keep up with Microsoft's update. That is what we are struggling with. So we have an internal team which kind of, focuses on that only and what new updates Microsoft is releasing. So whatever updates you have, Alif will be, you know, not the first, I'll say, but amongst the first people who's kind of delivering this updates to you. So be a partner, be a member of this particular partner community, get the access to Microsoft updates soon, or fast. And then we also have something called a Simpson Says, which is the Microsoft breakdowns, update breakdowns into bite-sized insights. And we have that in a slideshow manner wherein it becomes easier to to consume more content in less time. We also have real success stories and how to sell. So we have one more team, that is a project management team, and we have another team that is the technical team. So we would be having sessions on how if to give you an example, if there is an Intune project, so how did we kind of how we kind of executed the particular Intune project, what insights did we give to our partners, and what were the reports that we shared, what was the project charters, and how did we execute that particular project, and how much time frame, and who were the stakeholders, and we'll give you a demo, kind of story on the projects that we've implemented. Many times what happens is the partner is a modern work partner. Just an example, he's having a lot of customers in M365, but something new Microsoft has launched within modern work, okay, or within M365. It is the Copilot license, or you have an additional license for Defender or Sentinel. So partners are not able to sell these additional piece of licenses or the technologies that is kind of revolving across M365 only. So I would say that becomes an easy sell because you already have a customer base for M365. So why are you not literating your customers on the updated Microsoft offerings that you have related to that particular product? So what we do is we have webinars where we'll be literating partners on the modern work partners, business applications partners, Azure partners, on what new has come within each technology and how can you literate your customers. You can take a boot camp or a webinar with your customers where you're telling them that this is something new and you can kind of upscale your your products, and we are the ones who are providing support to this also, and we are providing the deployments. So we just want to be a we just want to make you stand out. We just want to be your your backbone, where we are kind of helping you with this. And again, we also do the expert webinars. The webinars, again, as I said, it will be including alliances, it will include project management, and it will include the technical webinars. So what we assess is stay competitive, unblock roadblocks, and supercharge growth. So I urge you to join the community also. We would be reaching out to you, as I said, for your availability for the 60 minutes call. Also, my marketing team would be sending you an invite for the community. Okay, the LinkedIn community, you all can register there for free. Rukaiya, can we have people ask questions if they are wanting to? Or we can have the questions in the chat. So I see there are no questions as of now. We'll wait for another 5 minutes. I hope I was crisp. I don't know about clear, but yeah, I do not keep it more technical because I want because the technical requirements of people are different, right? Some partners would be wanting to ask about how, probably he's finding it difficult to submit the claim, or some other partner is wanting to have more insights about, what activities are getting converted and completed under co. So again, the requirements are very subjective. So that is the reason we've taken a one-to-one session with the partners. Again, by Monday, I believe, or tomorrow, we would be sending you an invite. We would be sending you an email and make sure that you register yourselves for the 60 minutes call. Either me or somebody from my team would be there to help you out, and we'll be taking a 1 hour assessment for you, which will be no cost assessment. And we'll be also submitting you the assessment report with the strategic roadmaps that the experts have to say reviewing your partner center. Okay. So, is there anybody who is wanting to have more knowledge about, you know, like if they have core funds accumulated, they have more than $10,000, but they don't know how to use it, or they are finding somebody to make use of it. Because as I said, even our lift performs activities, if you're taking training within US or somewhere, trainings will be expensive. Probably you'll be able to take only one training in $5,000, and probably if we are able to give you two or something like that. So is anybody interested in in having to, checking out what offers we have, and what assessment do we provide? We can have your answers in the chat. Or is there anybody who is still a legacy partner or a gold or silver partner, and the partner is wanting to switch to solution partner designation, finding it difficult? Then we can help you out there also. Okay, I believe there are, you can just drop interested in the comment section or in the chats if you are interested in this, and we'll connect with you. All right, guys, as it is, we'll be connecting with all the partners and the ones who have attended. Thank you so much for your time. Have a good one, and we'll be wanting to connect with you in future as well for the other webinars. Thank you. Bye.